Hi folks, Vic Bangia with Verum Consulting coming to you with another chapter from my book, Quaere Verum, which, by the way, means Seek the Truth in Latin, and is available for free download from my website, and I've put a link in the comment section here so you can download it directly. No information is required, it's just a simple free download by right-clicking and saving a PDF copy to your file. And this week, the title of the chapter is Have Some Compassion. So the story is this. A few years ago, I was invited to come speak to a group of corporate real estate senior leaders on the topic of crisis communication during change. The presentation I made at the time flopped miserably. And the reason it did was I brought up the topic of compassionate management. And you could hear a pin drop in the room. This group of leaders was not interested in the topic of compassion. They thought compassion was a sign of weakness, and they were really just looking for a patch to solve a problem that they didn't want to face. Now, since then, I've delivered topics on crisis communication and compassionate management to much better reception, but that particular event stuck out with me and was a challenge that I needed to overcome. The challenge was, what did I do wrong? What could I have done differently to make that group of senior leaders be more receptive to my discussion on compassionate management? So the first thing I did was I tried to take a look at the etymology of the word compassion. It comes from Latin, and it means with passion. Cum meaning with, passion, but it also means to suffer with, or to have pity for, or to understand. And compassion is really a form of identification for the person delivering the compassion to another, that they understand what that person is going through. And it's a source of strength, a subtle strength, not weakness. But I do understand this particular corporate real estate leadership group's opinion that compassion can come across as weakness. If you look at any virtue, and if it's on a continuum, you can see that the point of greatest weakness here is very close to the point of greatest strength here. And I understand that. So when somebody is compassionate and maybe in the extreme, they can be seen as a doormat or as gullible. And if they're not compassionate at all, it can be seen as mean or impersonal. So I certainly understand the extremes of compassion. But I also believe that compassionate management is important, because without it, you're going to realize that your organization has a high level of absenteeism and low morale. And that is going to result in the need to restructure and reorganize continuously. And that's a problem. So you have to implement compassionate management into your workplace. And then I got to thinking, well, what are some ways you can recognize compassionate management? And that's really the gist of the article, Have Some Compassion. Compassionate managers understand the momentum that they can achieve by a well-constructed and well-crafted mission. If they communicate that challenge, employees want to rise to the occasion. Employees want to commit. They want to achieve success. But they need to know what their role is. They need to know what the reward mechanism is. And they need to know that they've got each other's back. If you can do that, and you can do that with compassion, you can fire up your team, instill a sense of purpose for your team, and achieve great things. People's performance will go off the chart. Compassionate managers also generate momentum by getting their entire team aligned and facing the same direction. You know, when I work with clients, I do a lot in the area of team building and team alignment. And that's a way to get people facing the same direction, that there is no weakest link, that everybody is involved together and everybody is going to succeed together. Compassionate managers know and appreciate the humanness of the team that they're managing. They understand that these people are more than just their job function, but that they are people outside of work as well. So if you think about it, an accountant is more than an accountant. He might be a father or a cyclist or a model train enthusiast or even a musician. An engineer is more than just an engineer. She might be a snowboarder or a singer or a playwright or even a pilot. Knowing and respecting that life that people have outside of the office can make you a good compassionate manager as well. Today, especially during what we're going through together with the COVID-19 pandemic, it's even more important for leaders to be compassionate and to understand that everybody outside of work has a life and are dealing with various things and challenges on a day-to-day basis. So this topic, I believe, is very relevant and timely for what we're going through today. The title of the chapter is called Have Some Compassion. It's in my book called Quaere Verum. It is available for free download from my website. And I will be continuing to pull different chapters that I find relevant for the times and posting them here for your viewing pleasure. So stay tuned for the next one. This is Vic Bangia with Verum Consulting saying be safe, be well, and have a great day.